This is to all the great thinkers, the innovators, the physicists, the visionaries. I was stewing, and I was thinking, and I don't even know where the fuck the aha moment came from. I was thinking about the fact that when we go to magnetrons, we would have to rewire the grid, and it would cost about $350 billion, people. That's what it would take. And I'm able to generate EMP pulses. Science people in the science world, they know what I'm able to do. And I started thinking about the effect, part of the effect, the way that I can take out areas or affect satellites is by relying on essentially the ionosphere that surrounds the Earth, okay? Basically our magnetic shield is what I'm talking about, our magnetosphere, I'm sorry. And I got to thinking about, there's a phenomena that happens when you have an EMP burst, the way that it relies, like you can have one large nuclear missile can take out an entire nation, people. And though the missile might only have a 50-mile blast radius, the EMP hits off the magnetosphere and it's repelled and it's magnified, it's multiplied many, many times, people. And it can cover a massive amount of area. Well, the Earth is operating at roughly, this number's not exact. We're going to say it used to be 432 hertz. That was what the violins were tuned to. Now it's up around 500 something hertz, people. And so that's essentially the heartbeat of the planet. Well, if you match the heartbeat of the planet, essentially what we could do is have 20 magnetrons. Instead of having a magnetron that only services 2 million people, we could have 20 magnetrons that service 320 million people, the entire United States. And what we would do, this is based off of similar to Tesla's work, his Tesla coil where he's pumping energy through the ether. What we would do is power the magnetrons, and we would release a constant energy output, beam it in, release the pulses up into the magnetosphere, repel it down, and essentially we would match the same harmonics for Earth. And so it would repel, it would set stagnant, it wouldn't affect us. But if we ran an antenna up roughly 100 feet, we would be able to have power without wires, without lines, people. All we'd have to do, we'd use DC current, and then what we would do on the homes is we would retrofit the homes with inverter systems. And so you'd have an antenna on your home, and then you'd have an inverter that took the DC, converted it to AC in your homes. And so we wouldn't be relying on wires at all, people. We would be getting our electricity through the ether, people. No more wires, no more outages, no more taking out poles, no more transformers blowing up. We would have constant clean energy. We'd use damn solar panels, or use the old hydroelectric plants that are still running, and we'd use that to power the magnetrons. And the magnetrons, we would release impulses up, bounce off the magnetosphere. It would repel down. It would be magnified over a massive area, cover the whole United States, and then all you would have to have is an antenna and an inverter in your home. And so the way this works out money-wise, when you do the math for, it'd be $40 billion to buy all the magnetrons. But then when you do that divided by 320 million Americans roughly, what you're going to end up with is $125 a piece. And then after that, that's what it would take to buy the magnetrons, people. Then what it would take for the yearly upkeep, now that's the maintenance and the staff and the people to run the things, you're looking at probably like $100 bill a year, people. And you'd be getting your damn electricity through the ether, just like Tesla tried to do long ago. We can do it, people. It can be done. It can be done. Game changer. Fucking game changer, people. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. I brought forward, I got a bunch of physicists that came forward and were talking to me. Had Elon Musk come forward and talk to me. Sabrina Gonzalez. Oh, every time your last name Serbansky came forward, and long story short, all this stuff is doable, people. We have the technology to do it. We can make damn magnetrons, about 20 of them, and we would be able to literally power the entire United States through the ether, using an effect that involves, I don't even know what the effect's called. I know how a lot of this stuff works. I don't know the scientific terms for it, but I know it's an effect that's happening, and we can magnify, multiply it. Basically, whatever we release that pulse at, it doesn't change or deviate much. When it bounces off the magnetosphere, that's roughly what you're going to be getting down here on Earth. We might have to tune it a little bit because the heartbeat of Earth changes a little bit. But as long as we're matching the resonance of the planet, essentially those frequencies would not harm us. They would be repelled by Earth over about 100 foot. It would be like a 100-foot circle around Earth. You can imagine it's a plane, people. It's not really round, but it would be a 100-foot barrier, essentially, where we would be okay. We wouldn't experience anything from it because we'd be protected by Earth. But then we would be able to just run a 100-foot antenna up, and the 100-foot antenna, we'd be able to pull the electricity down into an inverter system and take the DC into alternating current, and we'd be powering our homes, people, for fucking really, really cheap. Really, really cheap. And we wouldn't have to deal with all the infrastructure and all the headache of the conversion. All we'd have to do is go into every home and convert every home. I'm thinking that's the way to go. That's where we're going to go, people. That's the way it's going to go down. So with that, peace and blessings be upon your home. I'm going to do some more thinking. I get to thinking and stewing. That's what happens. I get to stewing. This is what the goddamn Masons and Eastern Stars and Morning Stars do. They come against me, and all that happens, I come out with fucking better ideas because I sit around and stew. So that, you can thank them for that, people. You can thank them for that. Every demon they put on me, it just comes out with a better idea. So with that, peace and blessings be upon your home. May your paths be paved in gold. You know what I mean? Sorry, I butchered. I said Serbansky. It's Pastersky. I'm gonna get it right eventually, Sabrina Gonzalez Pastersky. I'm gonna get it right eventually. Your last name's something else. Your last name's something else. I'm trying. So with that, peace and blessings be upon your home. And just know there's a whole lot of smart people coming together, and they're like, yeah, we can do some shit. We can do some shit that's not being done right now. And that's the way to go. Electricity through the ether. Just how Tesla described. We're going to use an EMP-like function. It's a way to fucking do it, people.